One mission in Outer Worlds 2 will send players hunting for audio logs scattered across the frozen planet of Cloister. Let's look at every location for the Excogitation Chapels where you can find the Order audio logs to complete the Deviations Under Duress side quest. Players can begin the Deviations Under Duress quest after traveling to Cloister and discovering the Order Sanctuary, Laplace Gardens. Enter the gardens, and in the main atrium, follow the path that curves slightly left, heading towards the reflection pool. Sitting near the water, you will find Oracle Laureate Leslie Beckett, quickly resting his eyes. Speaking to Leslie will uncover the Order Associates stationed at the Excogitation Chapels on the planet who are hard at work uncovering massive scientific breakthroughs. Unfortunately, due to the war, the research and the audio logs in question have not been recoverable by the Order. If you agree to help Leslie and recover the audio logs, the Deviations Under Duress quest will register in your journal.
If you happened upon these chapels and recovered these logs...
In the southern part of Cloister, if available, fast travel to Winter's Grasp. Otherwise, follow the marked path to the southeast corner of the map. Head east away from Winter's Grasp toward the mountains, and quickly you will find the southeast Excogitation Chapel up on a ridge. Once you can see the chapel, and the rappel points leading up the cliff, head into the lit cave on your right. Ascend the structures in the caves to the chapel. Inside the chapel, you will find the audio log on the table to your left. Don't forget to raid the kitchen for some extra healing items. Next, players will find 2 more Excogitation Chapels in the north and northeast sections on the map. From Laplace Gardens, follow the main road east towards the dilapidated Mantisaur-infested bridge. Take out all the creatures and collect your loot. Then progress across the bridge toward the Xyranium Cloud. To cross the bridge, use your overshield and sprint quickly through the Xyranium gas to avoid taking significant damage. Immediately across the bridge, we will find the North Excogitation Chapel. If you have the Brawny trait or high enough engineering skill, you can simply open the front door. Otherwise, navigate to the left of the chapel and around to the back to find a second unlocked entrance. Climb up to the main area of the chapel, then use the left ladder to climb up to the second level. The audio log will be found on the desk in front of you. Departing the North Excogitation Chapel, continue following the main road east. You will encounter the Auntie's Choice forward operating base. Continue heading east down the main path toward the wilderness. You will come across a crashed ship that has been repurposed into a scrapper base. You can either take out the scrappers and loot the area, or simply sneak by. Just past the section of the crash site with the scrapper camp, you will find the ship's computer terminal with the diagnostics log. From this terminal, turn to your right and find the chapel hiding behind the snowstorm on a hill. As you approach, we will find this chapel has become overrun with scrappers, so be ready to fight your way through. During combat, keep an eye out for the leader of this gang of scrappers, Buckshot Bill, identifiable by his wicked mohawk. Bill has possession of the keycard needed to unlock and open the chapel, so at least be sure to loot him after the fight. Head inside and climb the ladder to the second level and find the audio log on the table to your left. Now, these 3 logs are pretty simple to acquire, and if you have already spent some time exploring Cloister and possibly discovered these locations without searching inside, you can easily fast travel to any discovered Excogitation Chapels. The final chapel, located in the southwest area of the map, will require a bit more setup through story quest completion to access, as players will first have to fight through the Protectorate forces on the planet to recover the archive. Specifically, players will need to complete the main quest, An Instrument to Unfold Space and Time, which has players travel to Praetor to collect the Rift manipulation device, and have access to the main quest, A Complication with the Computronic Cerebrum. Additionally, if it makes sense for your character in your playthrough, it is highly recommended to complete the faction quest, An Equitable Arrangement, to gain the favor of both the Order and Auntie's Choice, potentially negotiating a peace agreement between the two factions and allowing you to request help from both during the storming of the Archive. While this is not necessary, and you can simply attempt to infiltrate the Archive with just your party, the Protectorate forces defending the Archive are incredibly powerful and numerous, and having backup from one or both factions will make recovering the location significantly easier. Once you make your way through the Protectorate forces and gain control of the Archive, speak with the personality interface of the supercomputer, ENIAC. The AI will unlock access to the Underlands region of the Archive, a massive underground ice cave. Leave the control room and cross the bridge to find the entrance to the Underlands. In the Underlands, follow the main path that heads southwest across the area. You will briefly follow the metal path before veering left onto the plowed snow path that heads toward a cave tunnel that is home to a small horde of ursopods. On the other side of the ice tunnel, you will begin to encounter Protectorate automechs defending a small outpost. Take out the mechs and use the time dilation device to drop through the fan with the broken covering. Follow the vent and prepare your overshield. When you open the vent exit, the room ahead will be filled with Zyranium. Activate the shield and sprint into the room. If you have a hacking skill of 5 or higher, you can run straight across the room to the access panel and clear the Zyranium gas in the area. Otherwise, turn sharply to the right, head up the ramp, and climb the ladder. You will get a brief break from the Zyranium in this area. Head past the pit with the electric floor, and at the next section of gas, activate your shield and charge forward. Once you drop down, you will be clear of the gas and have access to the elevator to the control area for this outpost. Be ready to fight several more Dragoon automechs at the top of the elevator. Then, once clear, enter the control room and interact with the terminal. Reactivate surface lifts and disable the electric gate. Proceed out the door to your left and head towards the now functioning lift. Interact with the lift control to travel to the final Excogitation Chapel. The final audio log will be found on a crate in the kitchen of this chapel. Collecting this log will also unlock the achievement or trophy, Cloister Excogitation Log Celebration. Be sure to return to Laureate Leslie at Laplace Gardens to complete the quest and collect your rewards.
I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually.
I've been Dakota with GameRant. For everything else gaming related, check out GameRant.com or keep it tuned right here.